Guys, welcome back to today's whiteboard talk. Going over tomorrow's workout for Thursday the 2nd. Now we're gonna have a two-part element for the strength. We're gonna go through 1A, 1B. That's gonna be 4 rounds. And then after that, we're gonna follow with a second element of the strength. We're gonna go through 2A and then 2B. And then that one again, we will also go through for 4 total rounds. So 1A, we're gonna start off. That's gonna be done with a renegade row. That's gonna be 8 to 10 reps per side. So a renegade row, again, when you set up, you're gonna position your hands on a set of dumbbells. The dumbbells should be just under the shoulder, and your feet should be outside shoulder width apart. Now this is just gonna be a variation, number one, to strengthen the bicep and the back, but as well as train the midline. So now whenever you're at the top of the plank, one of the goals should be to try to stay as squared as possible. So as you're doing these rows, try to avoid any leaning of your midline, right? So as you're pulling back, really try to keep your abs engaged and try to keep your torso facing the floor the entire time. Now it's gonna be per side, right? So if you're doing 8 reps per side, at the end of each set, you're gonna do 16 total reps. At the highest end, you're doing 10 per side, that'll be 20 total reps. After that exercise, you're gonna rest 30 seconds, and then you're gonna go to 1B. 1B is gonna be a single arm glute bridge floor press. If you're confused on what that looks like, make sure you look at the demo video below, click on the link, and then you'll have a vivid a video of what that should look like. But essentially, it's gonna be at the top of the glute bridge, you're gonna have one arm, so a single arm dumbbell, and you're just gonna be doing a floor press. Now, again, for this exercise, we're gonna go through 12 total per side. That's gonna consist of you holding the top of the glute bridge for roughly 30 to 45 seconds, maybe even a little bit longer than that, right? So, go to set up at the top of the glute bridge, squeeze the glutes, pull your abs down, complete your 12 floor presses. That can be done with a kettlebell or a dumbbell. And then once you're done with one side, switch off to the other side. 12 total per side. And after that, again, you're just gonna go through 1A, 1B, 4 total sets. After each exercise, rest 30 seconds. Once you are done with the 1A, 1B part, you're gonna go into 2A, 2B. That's gonna be starting off with plank pull-throughs. Again, this is another exercise that you might need a demo video, if you will, because it's not one that we've done before. But essentially, it's gonna be top of the plank, you're gonna pull the dumbbell through, and then go back to the top of the plank, pull the dumbbell through on the other side. And these exercises on the second part are not rep-oriented, rather than they are time-oriented. So it's important that you don't go super fast, more than anything, move well, and try to keep, again, your midline as tight as you can while you're pulling the dumbbell through on either end. But 30 seconds of work on the plank pull through. Now again, the focal point, really try to keep the abs engaged. Don't sway too far on each direction. You might need to have a little bit of a lighter weight for the exercise. Once you are done with 2A, 2B is going to be a chair dip, which is just your regular box dip or a bench dip. So you're gonna lean over to the edge of a chair, a bench, put your palms just outside shoulder width, and then put them right on the edge as you come down. You wanna come down as long as there's no pain, just so that the elbow is right around the height, if not a little bit lower, of the shoulder. And then from there, keep the elbows in tight, and then you're just gonna press directly back, come down, and press over. Now on the dips, again, it's gonna be 30 seconds. These, you should be able to go off for a little bit more reps, if you will, rather than the other exercises. So try to go a little bit faster on the dips, and then again, just because you're gonna have 30 seconds of rest, you're gonna alternate 2A, 2B. Once you can get done with 4 total sets, you will be done with the strength, and then you're ready to start off with conditioning. Conditioning today is just gonna be a 10-minute AMRAP. Now, it's gonna start off by we're gonna do a couplet, and you're gonna add reps every single round. So, 2 different exercises, both of them start off with a single arm exercise. The first one's gonna be single arm dumbbell row. We're gonna start off by doing 2 reps on the right, and then 2 reps on the left. After that, you're gonna do a single arm thruster. Round 1 is gonna start off with 1 thruster on the right, 1 thruster on the left. Now, every round, you're going to add 2 reps on the row, and then 1 rep on the thruster. So for example, round 2, we'll have 4 single arm dumbbell rows. That'll be per side, so 8 total in that round. And then 2 single arm thrusters per side. So that'll be a total of 4 every round. What might be helpful before you start off is on a sheet of paper or whatever you use at home, write down, should I say, the first 5 or 6 rounds so you remember, or you have a vivid, something to look at really, to know where you are and you don't get confused in the number sequence, if you will. So you're always doubling or adding 2 or 1 rep as you go through every round. But on top of that, you need to remember that these are all per side, so you're almost doing double the reps per round, all right? So that'll conclude the actual conditioning. The warm-up today, I would recommend stretching for 5 minutes. That'll be the upper back. So make sure you stretch the shoulder if you have a band, and if you're able to tie it on anything at home, then feel free to do so. Take advantage of that. If not, any sort of upper body stretches are gonna do just fine. But stretch the lats, the biceps, the upper back. The second part, what I would recommend doing is 10 dislocates. This can be done again with a band if you have it, if not a PVC pipe or broomstick, really just to loosen up the shoulder. Finishing up with 10 single leg V-ups. So on your back, make sure that a quick snap movement, right? We're just bringing one leg, point the toe, lock the knee, and as you're doing so, simultaneously you're peeling the shoulders off the ground and you're reaching for the shin or the shoelace, and then alternate as we go through, so 5 total reps per side. Go through this twice and you should be ready to go for the strength, and then finishing off with the conditioning. All right, guys, that'll pretty much conclude today's video. Hope you guys are enjoying the workout. Again, stay safe and have a wonderful day.